Tesla Model Y inventory falls to only 7 vehicles in the entire United States, down 99.5% since the recent price cuts. Last month, Tesla cut the prices of all its vehicles in the United States. This has spurred incredible demand for Tesla vehicles, especially the Model Y, which saw its price cuts by 20%. Today, we see the full effect of the price adjustments as inventory numbers for the Model Y has fallen to only 7 electric Tesla vehicles in the entire United States. This number is down by 99.5% since January 12. Tesla recently implemented a steep price cuts, as I said, across the company's vehicle lineup and covering all geographical regions. Tesla's first price cut happened on January 6. By the way, that's the day when we Armenians celebrate Christmas. And this was in China, where the electric vehicle maker lowered its prices of Model 3 by 13.5% and Model Y by 10% to $38,000. And on January 12, Tesla followed up by cutting prices worldwide, including in North America, Europe, and the rest of Asia. The largest of the price cuts occurred in the United States, where some variants of the Tesla vehicles, like the long-range Model Y, saw price cuts as high as 20%. I calculated in one instance, and it was about 23%. At the time, the price cuts lowered the starting price for the long-range Model Y below $55,000, or more precisely to $53,000. The $55,000 price point was particularly important so that the vehicle would qualify for the $7,500 US federal EV tax incentive. And taking into account the incentive, Tesla had brought down starting price for the Model Y in the United States to as low as $45,500, down from $66,000 week prior to that. The 20% price cut, making the Model Y qualify for the US tax rebate, and the tax incentive decreasing the price by further 10%, has meant Tesla had effectively cut the price of the Model Y by 30%. No wonder we have only 7 vehicles in the inventory. The drastic nature of the price cuts had started rumors that Tesla was facing slowing demand for its vehicles. This sentiment was so prevalent, the issue of demand for the Tesla vehicles was the first question asked at Tesla's last earnings call on January 26. Remember that? Some of you may have. Musk put to rest this rumor, stating following the price cuts that Tesla was seeing twice as many orders for its vehicles than there is production. However, in addition to Elon Musk's words, we were also able to firsthand witness the spur in demand caused by the price adjustments. Soon after the price cuts, we saw delivery times for the Model Y in the United States being pushed from 4 to 8 weeks to 8 to 16 weeks. By the way, today in the news was that in Germany, the delivery times of Model Y were also pushed back. Now, this prompted Tesla to increase the price of the long-range Model Y by $500 to $53,500, and a few days ago, when the cap to get the $7,500 incentive for the Model Y was raised from $55,000 to $80,000, Tesla once again used the opportunity to increase the price of the long-range Model Y by another $1,500, bringing the starting price of the vehicle up to $55,000 before any incentives. Tesla used the opportunity. The reason the price cap for the Model Y to get the $7,500 federal tax incentive was increased from $55,000 to $80,000 was that under the Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, passed by Congress last year, pickup trucks, SUVs, and vans with a sticker price up to $80,000 qualify for the electric vehicle tax credits, while new electric cars, sedans, and wagons can only be priced up to $55,000. And the Treasury Department, which is in charge of implementing the IRA, had classified all 5-seat versions of the Model Y as sedans due to their weight. However, after a public outcry a few days ago, the Treasury Department reclassified all versions of the Model Y as SUV, which increased the price cap to get the incentive to $80,000. And with Tesla's price increases and the new higher tax incentives cap, the Model Y long range now starts at $47,500. Tesla seems to have implemented the price increase to shift demand from the Model Y to Tesla's other vehicles. However, according to new Tesla inventory information that has come out today, demand for Tesla's mid-size SUV doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. According to tesladata.net, which tracks available Tesla inventory vehicles, there are currently only 7 Tesla Model Y electric vehicles in the whole of the United States that can be ordered from inventory. For the other vehicles, you have to wait. Having only 7 vehicles in inventory is incredible on its own, let alone for a large auto OEM. Last year, the Tesla Model Y was the 4th best-selling vehicle in the world and the number 1 selling vehicle by revenue, selling more than 750,000 electric vehicles. However, what is even more impressive is that the Tesla Model Y inventory numbers is down to 7 vehicles from 1,309 vehicles on January 12, which is the day Tesla cut prices, as I said. A few weeks back, it had become a common practice among Tesla shorts and the TeslaQ community to claim demand for Tesla vehicles is collapsing. However, after today's Model Y inventory numbers, it should become harder to make the same assertion. Currently, the Tesla Model Y inventory number is trending to 0, and we will be sure to keep you posted if there is any change. Until then, make sure to visit us please at torquenews.com for Tesla, for torquenews.com/Tesla regularly for the latest updates as we cover several Tesla reports daily. So I think something is happening in our neighborhood. You probably hear the sirens. Hopefully everybody is okay. So I'm excited about this incredible demand for Tesla vehicles. How will increased wait times affect demand going forward? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, friends. Now, more price cuts ahead or price increase? I don't know. The recent drop in Model Y inventory has led some experts to speculate about the future of the vehicle. Some believe that the drop may be a sign of price cuts ahead, as Tesla looks to maintain its market share and stay ahead of its competitors. Others believe that the drop may be due to production constraints as Tesla continues to ramp up production of the Model Y electric vehicle, crossovers, and other electric vehicles. Regardless of the reason, it is clear that the Model Y is still a top choice for consumers, for electric vehicle buyers, for people, and that the recent drop in inventory is not impacted demand for the vehicle. Whether or not price cuts are on the horizon remains to be seen, but it is clear that the Model Y will continue to be a popular choice for electric vehicle consumers in the coming years, and who knows, maybe one day becoming the best-selling vehicle, not only the electric vehicle, but the best-selling vehicle in the world. So now, the recent price cuts and the drop in inventory is a surprising development. This is about the popularity of Model Y. However, the vehicle remains in high demand, is still the choice of many people. Whether or not price cuts are on the horizon, like I said, remains to be seen. But Model Y is remaining very strong choice for many people who like electric vehicles. So what do you think, friends? Let me know your thoughts, please, in the comment section below. In the meantime, this is Armen Harayan from torquenews.com. Please give us thumbs up if you found this report helpful and useful. That helps me tremendously. God bless you, and I would really appreciate if you tweet it out. Also visit us at torquenews.com for daily electric vehicle automotive news that our reporters cover daily. God bless you. See you soon in our next report.